Hey everybody, it's Dawn of the New Era. And we're on full-on summer here in Columbus, Ohio. And we're also on summer break. So this message is kind of geared towards, those of you that have children, because that's, I only teach what I live and what I have experienced and what's happening. And though some of it might resonate with you if you're just around children, if you get triggered by children, if you enjoy children, our inner child is up this week. So even if you don't have a child, you might notice yourself kind of stomping around and, having some fits like a child, at least actually for the last couple weeks. So, yes, the message. Children are wild and free. Until we get to a certain age, we're not repressed, parents will, culture, school, will really work on pushing down your light, your spirit, your freedom. To some degree, we have to. We have a lot of people on this earth. We're heavily condensed in small areas. So if everyone grew up living like a little wildling, what would happen? Be like the barbarian days. But what happened, there is a cost. There's a cost to suppressing the freedom of children. And the old paradigm parenting was to use fear in order to get children to behave. And in the new era, we're really trying to hold their dignity, right? And really just I know I grew up in the 80s, where that was still the thing, I think even in middle school, they were still getting spankings. I didn't get a spanking, but, and now you have the millennials and the millennials don't only show up for work when they want, and they just kind of do whatever they want. And this next generation that's coming through, so my daughter's age, around 10, for about a decade now and a decade to come, these Phoenix children, they're super powerful, and they will not be fear parented. You'll pay for that. Don't do it. And they'll not be, and you also don't want to raise, a brat. People call it a brat. What you want to do is really find tools so that when your inner child gets triggered by something that another child does, you can deal with your own stuff, not project it on them, but also speak to them with respect. These are old souls and tiny. Just because their body's tiny does not mean that they're insufficient to know what they want toys and what they're here to do. So it's quite a balancing act. Side note, there was a huge fear surge energetically. So we're in a spiritual war, right? A spiritual battle. And there was this huge projection of fear. We've been being pumped with it for a while. So you really want to take this week to slow down. So even if you have a lot to do it with breath, intention, and feeling your feet on the ground. And we will catch up with you next week. Any questions, comments, concerns, you can comment on this video. You can get a hold of me at dawn-thompson.com or Dawn of the New Era on Facebook, and we'll answer you. Okay, bye.